Hey guys, I'm the BPG13 and welcome back to Evolution of McRae. This is episode 35. We're doing stages 5 to 8 in Sweden. And so far I think we've got a 35-second gap to McRae. If you missed the last episode, be sure to click it. It'll be the playlist will be down in the description. So if you missed out on any of the episodes so far this series, from both seasons, season 1 and 2, so far, then you can catch up on them. We already finished season 1, we won that World Championship back in Corsica, which was the 6th rally. With 2 rallies to go, we've managed to take the title there and then, but we managed to make it a perfect season, win all 8. I'm trying to go one step further and get a double World Championship, something Colin could never actually do, unfortunately. He was very close in 2002, which was a good chance for him to win it. But unfortunately on the last rally of Great Britain, he crashed out and unfortunately he wrecked the car on the stage by going into the corner too much, taking the corner a bit much, basically taking too much out of the corner and hit a massive rock which he didn't see, and eventually flipped the car, rolled it over and he had to retire on the spot, and the title was handed over to Richard Burns. But it was a British showdown, a British dogfight as you want to call it, between Richard Burns and Colin McRae, so it was pretty good, to be honest. The season, it was all season long, it was like, well, nobody knew who was going to win until it came down to the last rally, saying that it was going to either Richard Burns or McRae be a champion, a double champion, which unfortunately didn't, but he didn't manage to score any more championships or anything after his one in 95. He's managed to score a couple of rally wins, but not actually stage times. Anyway, let's move on, shall we? Enough of the chit chat. We've got 2 stages. The first one's at -2 and the second one's at -4, so pretty damn cold. I think there's going to be a bit of ice on this next stage, so by the looks of it, it's all snow for both, so I think we'll just go straight into it. Here we go.
3, 2, 1, go.
So, yeah, you'll notice I actually managed to sneak a brand new intro on the last of the end episode, which is a good sign, I guess. I might, like I said in my Christmas message video, I'm slowly but surely catching up. I've got my profile picture back thanks to the person who created it. They still had it. The intro, I managed to find that by myself. Unfortunately, I managed to find the same one, but I just had to edit the text. Basically, apparently, I had no idea, apparently it was online, so that kind of made my help finding it a little bit easier. The outro I created myself. I tried looking for ones to try and just make speed up the time, but in the end I actually managed to create a new one. It took me about an hour to create the outro because I had to find the right images, and there was a bit of editing with the images to get it to look like that. But yeah, there was a bit of prattling about with it really, but at the end of the day, the intro, the new intro is here. It's here to replace the one from last time. I've still got the last one as a comparison between the outros, but yeah, I think we'll be sticking with the new one from now on until I can get a better background image, I guess. It'll be staying the same as it is. The thumbnail will change, obviously, as per usual. Anyway, coming back to what I was saying, we're actually struggling a little bit. It's like we're gaining time and then we're losing it, which is pretty good. And we've took a big chunk out, didn't we? Now, that looks of it. It was behind just now, and then now we're up front. But yeah, it seems like we're doing quite good. In this little focus, we are doing quite good. I think that's, there we go, change camera button. It's weird in this camera view. This one's even worse, I think. Obviously, you can't beat the old school if it's like this,
30.5 left.
which is pretty good.
30 long, 3 right. Here, rocks outside.
Oh, I heard that. Oops.
Caution, narrows, silver bridge.
I actually pressed the
3 left.
camera button. I actually meant to press the gear button. I did it again then. Yeah, that was an accident. It was an accident. I didn't mean to press the camera button then. I thought I had my finger over the gear button and I thought it was, well, what I thought was the gear button, and when I pressed it, it changed the camera. That's why I was stuck in fifth for a very few seconds. Like I said, I got my profile picture back, luckily. The banner though is going to have to be redone. So there'll be a brand new banner. Unfortunately, it won't be coming within the next couple of days. I'm sad to say it might be a week or two, but when I do get it, I'll explain why it's took so long and what actually happened with it. Yeah, when I get it though. If you follow me on Twitter and Google Plus, I think it is, you'll notice my new banner will be on there. Well, not Google Plus, but yeah, probably Google Plus and Twitch, maybe, if I remember to put it on there. Lag spike at the start of that then. The lag spike thing is kind of scaring me now because I'm trying to think, there must be something that's making my computer just go boom, drop in performance. But there isn't though, that's the thing. The reason why, you probably wonder, well, what the hell did you actually do? Why did your computer go all funny? Why did you delete all your YouTube stuff? It was a complete accident. I thought I backed it up. I thought I backed the folder up with all the file stuff in it, like the outro files and stuff and the intro files, but I actually by accident did not back them up. And according to my computer, I copied all the folders that I knew I needed, so obviously all my college work and everything. And I thought, oh, YouTube, yeah, I'm going to need that. And the YouTube pictures thing I didn't exactly need because, well, it was full of crap anyway, so I thought, well, I don't need that, forget it, I'll just delete that folder. Which I did, and I knew there was no special document things in it. But there was only a couple after I moved it that I tried looking from YouTube. I had a YouTube folder. I had a YouTube folder on my computer and it had my banner in it, yeah, all my banners and stuff. I've still got my old banners, which I could probably edit and turn into a new one. But I don't know. I'm still working on it. I mean, I could might make a temporary one. It wouldn't be quick. It'd take me about 2 hours, 3 hours to make it. Obviously, it doesn't look as good as some like Harrison's because, well, let's face it, they're done by professional graphics people, aren't they? Not by someone who's no idea about graphics. If I knew how to do 3D graphics and stuff, then I'd use it. I'd do 3D graphics, but I don't. Yeah, there's nothing else I can say really, but yeah. There was something I was going to mention. Oh, Xbox One stream. Yeah, I mentioned this last episode, I know. But what I was thinking was, every now and again I just do a quick Xbox One stream. Now, I mentioned in the last episode that if you want, I can do it, rather than just do it on Xbox One, I can do it with OBS, like as I usually do when I usually stream. And the stream will look a lot better if I do it in OBS, because it'll have like the follow text and stuff, and it'll look like the picture will probably look a bit better. Whereas on Xbox One you get like not really good quality video. The problem with the Xbox One streaming though is that it does have a tendency to lag, which is a bad thing, whereas on a computer it won't lag. So if you want me to do it, then be sure to leave it down in the comments, and you know, and obviously if you're not following me on Twitch, be sure to follow me, because I actually am streaming a bit more frequent now than I used to. I never used to stream that often, but I do now, so And from the looks of it, the last 2 stages are also snow. One's at 3 o'clock and one's at 9 o'clock, so the first one's going to be relatively dark and then the last one's going to be pitch black, so I don't think we had any damage, but we do. Just overwrite that save file. Off we go. Stage 7 of 11. The last 3 stages will be in the next part, obviously. 9, 10 and 11. 11's the super special stage, which is where we'll be fighting McRae ourselves. But what I can mention is that 2014, personally, I think I mentioned this in the last episode as well, but 2014 has been a fantastic year for this channel. For my channel personally. I don't want to say ours because I don't know how much of a community there is for rallying and stuff. Now, that brings me on to another subject, which is a good one to bring up. It's a good talking point for a video or something like this. Right, there are many different gaming communities. You've got a COD community, you've got a FIFA community, you've got an F1 community, and you've got other, like, there's a lot of different communities. Basically, here's the deal. You've got, oh yeah, and the Minecraft community as well. Right, COD community, dominated by Syndicate, or not, it used to be Syndicate that used to dominate it. Currently dominated by LEA and a couple of no-scope, quick-scope people, whatever. That's what it's dominated by. FIFA, dominated by KSI and maybe things like that. People like that. Minecraft, dominated by Syndicate, Captain Sparkles, and things like that. Comedy. Well, I don't know. Jacksepticeye? No, Cube, PewDiePie eventually. F1, dominated by Tim McMardock, Arava, Harrison 101, Alex Afro, Beaver and Chipmunk. It's dominated by certain big guys, and eventually Eternal when he gets a chance. That leads me on to one last community. Now there's plenty more, I could go on forever with different communities, but unfortunately there's one in particular that struck my mind, and that one is, you probably have guessed it, the rallying community. Yes, there actually is a rallying community. Now, who's in charge of that one, do you think? Well, who do you think's dominating that one? Let me give you a hint. It ain't me. But am I in the rallying community? I like to think so I am, because look at how much rallying content I do. I mean, true, I do a lot of R-Factor hot laps, but come on, I do a lot of this, don't I? You know, Evolution of McRae stuff. This is rallying content. So, but I don't see why there shouldn't be any other reason. For some reason, I got a really lucky start. For some reason, I have no idea why, but I don't know why I'm not. I don't know how to say it, but I think that I'm in the rallying community. I'm certain that I'm in the rallying community. I've strayed far away from the F1 community, and to think that I was the only reason I thought I was in the F1 community was because I used to pump out a lot of F1 stuff, and I don't. All right, it's not as many as what many people do nowadays, but still, you know, that's the point. It's not like I do much content. I mean, comparing mine, I'm not to bring myself down and, you know, make you guys feel sorry for me. I mean, I'd love to hear your guys' opinions on this, but the rallying community is very, very small. Now, even for a community, right, let me break down the numbers for you guys, just so you know exactly what's going on. Right, COD community, you probably got about 10 million subscribers in that fan base. FIFA, you've got the amount that KSI's got, which is roughly around 9.5, 10 million, so near enough the same as the COD community. Minecraft community is about 15 million. Okay, comedy category, 4 or 5 million. If you include PewDiePie, that launches the numbers to 29 million. F1 community, less than 100,000. That's shocking. It really is. I mean, you had Tim McMardock, Alex Afros, and Arava's numbers together, and you get less than 100,000 subscribers. That's how this F1 community hasn't got much of a fan base, and then you've got rallying community. The rallying community, can you have a guess of that number? Yeah, less than 1,000. That's tiny, and I want to grow that fan base. I want to grow the F1, not the F1. I want to grow the rallying community as much as how much effort it takes to do it. I will put in God knows how much effort if I have to just to get this community bigger. I want to get the community bigger. It's as simple as that. Rallying is a big part of it's a big chunk of my life, I guess, because of McRae. And don't get me wrong, I like F1 just as much as the next guy does, but it's more a side thing. It's not exactly my main interest. It's my second main. It's like a secondary interest. F1 secondary, rallying is the first one. Obviously, in terms of hobbies, then it's just doing YouTube and playing games. Not much to say on that subject, but yeah, that's short and sweet for that one. 10.5 seconds, that's pretty good. But I'd love to hear what your guys' thoughts are on this, because I'm not completely confused or anything like that, but I really want to know what your guys' opinions are on this. I mean, if you've got any suggestions, any whatsoever, on how you think you can improve a community such as this one, because this one is small, very small. Like I said, less than 1,000 people in its fan base. F1's got a couple of thousand, nearly just less than 100,000. I mean, COD and FIFA are miles out. If you start on COD, right, this is for a different video, but I'll just quickly mention this. If you're anything starting on a YouTube channel, do not, and I repeat, do not go for a community like COD or FIFA. Just don't, because it's stupid. You won't get anywhere. I'm sorry to say it, but if you're, I don't care how good you are at COD, if you're starting out, you have absolutely no chance, because you're not. What are you going to bring to the table? Oh look, I 1020 no scope, 1080 no scope. I don't care, because at the end of the day, you're not going to get bigger. I'm not kidding. It'll take you at least a year, 2 years to get 1,000, maybe more than that. It'll take you a while to grow. You probably won't. It'll take you forever to hit 100, because it's. I mean, once you start getting to 1,000, then that's when it kind of takes off a bit. But getting to your first 100 is impossible unless you've got a good community that you're good to grow up with. Then you're fine. Just make sure you're sensible. Anyway, that's a little bit of advice from me. I'll try and leave this for another video. I'll save that for another video. But anyway, that's been Evolution of McRae episode 35. I apologise for rambling on too much. Like I said, leave your thoughts on these different communities in the comments below. I'm very intrigued to see what your guys' responses are. As always, thanks for watching, and as always, ta-ra.